Well, I'm Pops. I used to read Green Arrow just religiously. Mike Grell's Longbow Hunters is one of my favorite comic books miniseries of all time. And his Mike Grell run, that Green Arrow run was just tremendous. I remember how somehow I missed like issue 20 and I couldn't find it. My shops didn't have them. I had to get it at a store. Remember the hunt and the love of a book that you hunted for and getting it. So, as I've kind of gotten through the modern books and I saw Green Arrow one's going to be part of the dawn of DC, let's go through and give you some thoughts and reactions on this book. What I think you will like or not like. It is, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. See what you guys think. Here's the thing. I had very low expectations. I will say that here's the cover, and it was like, okay, I thought, well, they're going to have to really kind of help me fill in some gaps. Um, I will say this: Josh Williamson is the person who did it, right? So it starts off with Ollie. He's washing up on shore, a couple random things in this image, and it's like, all right, well, I'm going to catch you up. And then he has this. This is how they approach it, like this almost like montage of things that basically go from him being Oliver Queen, being on an island, kind of like old G Mike Grell, different training, Super Friends references. Obviously, this is a Doomsday reference. You have him coming back, obviously, with this Kevin Smith era stuff. Look, team up with Green Lantern over here. And here, Joshua Williamson, Sean Azaxi. Colors is Romulo Fajardo Jr. So it starts off with like action because Oliver is basically going to narrate. These boxes are him. He's going to explain who everybody is and what's going on and there. And it's just basically a chase scene after an armored car, some different art, things like that. And they run into this like clown gang, and this is what is going to go. So they do a little intro here for us. So this is how they're going to draw Roy. Roy Harper is Arsenal, Red Arrow, Speedy. And I love the fact that he gives us this like flashback, right? This is Connor, right? And then not a fan of the design on Connor, but take what I can get. And this is Dinah. Don't like the fact that they don't call her Black Canary. What over here as well, or something different. I don't know. I thought she'd have more little AKAs, but Black Canary here, Pretty Bird. Okay, so they're doing a little flashback here. I hate this cursing nonsense. They just don't need to talk like that. So this Roy eyeballs this one person, and then before he makes his move, this person jumps into the mix. Cheshire Cat takes him down, and then basically has this sort of like, as each gang has broken up, whether it be Penguin, Joker, in this case Riddler, then these thugs basically just run the streets. They don't have anywhere to go, what to do. And again, you can see Connor here in the background. I can't stand the design on Connor. Connor looks terrible. This is just a mess. I have no idea what Connor's supposed to do or whatever. This design of this Riddler henchman is great, though. He has like a question mark tattooed in his head. So Roy responds very quickly, and he has this little pitch, like um, takes his mask off and has this little pitch very abruptly. And it was kind of like a weird, because the cat just kind of starts to leave, and there's like this little moment. You threw your first ninja star when you were just 2 years old. So basically, the short of this is a little flashback here, and you get the fact that this is the daughter, the long lost daughter. He drops to his knees and just says, "You can come home." So, yeah, family stuff. Again, Connor, terrible. What is this nonsense? I really don't like how Dinah's drawn there. Uh, yeah, they give Leon is like a blue haired street goer who's now with Roy, I guess, for good. And as fast as all this happens, things just get weird. And we have a kind of a different sort of abrupt change, and they're kind of sucked in somewhere else. And this is where we have these manhunters that are after them, and then Ollie's there. So there's a little more after that, but I will tell you this: it made me want to read. It made me want to go on. So good on Josh Williamson for telling a good story. I'm not particularly thrilled about some of the character designs and some of the art. The colors are all over the map with their approaches. Um, it's not the worst art in the world. It's not terrible, and it wasn't like a major turnoff to continue. Williamson's story is solid enough to want to read more, find out what's going on. Can they get home? Can the family, how will the family be held together? Those kinds of dynamics. So, quick, short, dirty little look at it. Um, Hopefully, that's something you might want to give a shot. If you're a big Green Arrow fan, maybe it's a good jumping in point because it gives you enough of a frame of reference that you can kind of, you wouldn't have had to read like tons of volumes of this stuff, whether it be New 52 or Rebirth or whatever. Because let's be honest, the Green Arrow, we're on so many volumes of Green Arrow now because we went for some traditional Mike Grell stuff. Kevin Smith had a run. Then you have the Brightest Day stuff. So you have what, 20 something issues around there. Then you have New 52, right? And then you have the Rebirth stuff. You have mini series that are in there. So there's a ton of Green Arrow stuff out there. And actually, I probably should do some little reviews on some of those because there are some really good Green Arrow stuff that's been done over the years. So that's my take on it. Are you down to read Green Arrow? You got some favorite stuff that you would recommend me, or you would like me to do a review on? I'd be happy to do that. But anyway, that's my take on it. Thank you so much for watching.